Hi everyone, it's Lori and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well today. So it is time for my health update for December 3rd, 2023. If you guys saw my community post last week, I let you guys know there wouldn't be an update because at the time there was really nothing to report. However, we have now a little bit to report, which ends with a ugh. So anyway, a bit frustrating this week. The pain in my hands are just getting worse and worse, guys. I don't know if you can see anything, but they are terrible, terrible, terrible. So we need to get this surgery done. So I believe I had told you guys that I did get a call. It was like almost 4 weeks ago. That I was finally cleared by the kidney doctor to have my carpal tunnel surgery. So they got me back on the schedule for December 13th, which is coming up in 10 days because today is the 3rd. Sorry for the late post. The girls came over. I invited my sister. We all went to church together. Came back here, and then the girls left and the grandkids left. My sister stayed a while. She actually helped me out with a few things. Swept my bathroom, swept my family room, swept my kitchen dining room, mopped my kitchen dining room, and things like that for me. And of course, we had quite a little chat about, a bunch of things. But anyway, so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm so late doing this. The rest of the reason is because I procrastinated. Because I think I've told you guys before, the hardest part most days is when I want to film something is actually getting my phone into the filming arm, because it is so tight and snug the way that it fits, which is good. When your hand's working, you can actually get it on there. But for me, it's like a wrestling match. But anyway, this is actually not as long as it looks. But yeah, so on Monday, the 27th, when they gave me the new appointment for my surgery, carpal tunnel for my right hand, she had told me someone would be calling me for pre-op, which was just like last time. But on Monday the 27th, I still hadn't gotten a call from anyone from pre-op. So I actually called and talked to Wanda. She's the one who did my pre-op last time. And then called me and let me know that the anesthesiologist wanted me to have a workup with the kidney doctor and get an all clear from them. So I finally went through all that mess. But anyway, so I called and talked to Wanda, and she said she had all the paperwork and the all clear from the kidney doctor, so no pre-op was needed. I told her I was actually having labs the next day on the 28th, and she just asked if we could fax that to her. So on Tuesday the 28th, I did go and have fasting labs. My main concern with those was my CK level. Because I think the last update, it was still like was it like 1500 or something, guys? I really don't remember. These papers, after I get done with them, I fold them in thirds, and I put them with my personal journal that I've tried to journal in, but it's hard to write sometimes, and my hands get to hurting pretty bad when I do. Right, so I've just been taking this and sticking it on the outside of that journal, and that's actually a very special journal that I had purchased from Gail Augustinelli. It's absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, I'm just sticking these there. That way, later, once my hands get better, I can actually journal all of this into my journals. But anyway, stop rambling, Lori. I think that my CK was still over 1500. I am happy to report it is now 298. And from my understanding, like 120 to 180, 190 is normal. So I'm getting pretty close. And my GFR, which measures your kidney function, is now at a 40, where it had gotten down all the way to 28, which is why they canceled my surgery in October, and my CK at that time was 1899. So those numbers were a lot better. So yeah, after I talked to Wanda and she said, hey, we have everything that we need. No pre-op was needed. I then on 11:30 got a call from Wanda at Ortho, and she is now saying that once again, the anesthesiologist wants pre-op lab work done. So I scheduled that for the 11th, which is Monday, and she said we should have the results on Tuesday, which is the 12th, and my surgery is scheduled for the 13th. So on the 12th, they're either going to call me and cancel, or they're going to call me and tell me things are a go and what time to be there on the 13th. And of course, I was really, really irritated about the anesthesiologist, because these are the numbers that she got and the anesthesiologist got, which was their problem last time, was the CK and the GRF, which is really good. So I was quite irritated, but I made the appointment anyway. And like I said, she said once again the anesthesiologist wanted the lab work, and I was like, okay, so my CK is 298, and the last time it was 1899, and my GRF is or GFR is now 40, and it was a 28. So I asked her in a not so nice way, because Lord, I had to pray and ask for forgiveness after this conversation, and I know I should not have shot the messenger, but I kind of did shoot the messenger. So sorry, Wanda, but I was very, very upset, guys, because I've been living in daily pain since July. And so I asked her what he wanted to look at now, and she said that he said my potassium and electrolytes were all over the place. And I'm like, what, are you kidding me? I'm like, exactly what labs, is he looking at? Because they have been good. So anyway, I made the appointment, got off the phone with her. So then what I did, because I really couldn't understand what it was he was talking about with those two being all over the place. So I have two apps. One is Trinity and one is My Chart. So I went through, guys, and wrote down all the dates from Trinity and My Chart all the way back to July 26th, 27th, when I was first admitted into the hospital. Got the paper copies from my doctor that I had been getting since then, and of course, I wrote down right here, so not all over the place, except for when I was in the hospital. So, I was in the hospital when all of this began, when it happened. And then my CK in October had jumped up to the 5,339. So I was admitted back into the hospital on that Thursday in October. And I was actually released on Monday, which I think was the 16th, which was just, my pre-op for my surgery was that Thursday. So that's probably why the CK levels and all of that was out of whack. But I honestly do not know, and I have no clue what he's talking about when it comes to the potassium and electrolytes being all over the place. Yeah, that's definitely a conversation we're going to have. So, like I said, I do go Monday to get the, I had the fasting labs done on the 28th. I go on the 5th, which is Tuesday, to get the results. I did call to get these results, so I knew that. And, of course, my thyroid levels had plummeted. So he had put me on the 75 milligram of levothyroxine. The nurse, when she called me back with those numbers, said that, gave me these numbers and then said everything else looked pretty good, and that the thyroid levels have gone up, and that he had already called in a prescription to up my levothyroxine from 75 milligrams to 125, so that we could try to get these thyroid levels, which is causing me lots of problems. Guys, my hair is falling out in droves. It's nothing on a day for me to, sorry, brush my hair, and so much of my hair fall out that I just sit and cry for like an hour because I get like, a regular bathroom sink full of hair just from brushing through my hair. And hair loss is because of the thyroid levels not being right. I have excessively dry skin. It is really, really bad, guys. I don't know if you could tell it on my fingers, but my fingers are bad. My elbows are bad. My legs from top to bottom. I could put lotion on them 4 or 5 times a day, and it's really not going to make much of a difference. That is also one of the symptoms of low thyroid levels. The edema, the big bags of fluid that were under my eyes, though, I am very grateful and happy to report that they are going down. Every day I could tell a difference. Now, the right one was always bigger and worse than the left one. But they have both gone down so far that I can actually wear my glasses on my face like you're supposed to wear your glasses on your face, like where they sit on your nose. Whereas before, those fluid-filled pockets under both of my eyes, and I did have some fluid on my top eyelids. I think it's pretty much completely gone. Yeah, I couldn't even get my glasses on my face, and it actually hurt. But I am happy to report and very, very thankful and grateful that getting back on the levothyroxine and getting my thyroid levels up, because that's what caused that, is really making that go down. It's still slightly uncomfortable, but let me tell you guys, it is so much better just to be able to wear your glasses on your face, because I couldn't read anything without my glasses on, and with my glasses with my glasses on, I couldn't. With them off, I can't read anything, and even when I'm off, have my glasses off, everything else, much less reading, is just like really blurry. So, I need my glasses. I was supposed to have my regular eye exam, I think it was in September. But with the edema under my eyes, I actually called and canceled that appointment and told them the health problems that I was having, and that my glasses weren't sitting right on my face. And I was worried about, because normally when I go between my insurance and my husband's insurance, I don't have to pay anything. And I think the most I've ever had to pay was like $10, and I ended up with 2 pair of glasses. And then, of course, I decided to get prescription sunglasses, so I have those. And anyway, with both insurances is really good for the eyes. I'm sorry, guys. I still have tears running down my face and around what edema is left under my eyes. But I didn't want to waste that because it's only once a year the insurance pays, and I certainly didn't want to waste that when I had the big fluid filled pockets under my eyes, because they wouldn't be able to measure me properly. So I have held out on that until this edema is completely gone, and then I will call and reschedule that because I think I may need a little bit stronger of a prescription. I don't think by much, because with my glasses, my eyesight is pretty good. With my glasses, that is. So I believe I have, if all goes well, Wednesday the 13th, I will be having surgery. So pre-op labs is the 11th. They'll call me on the 12th. And then on the 13th, hopefully, God willing, you guys pray for me, please. I really, really need this surgery. And pray that it's successful. On the right hand on the 13th. I go back to ENT about the polyps on my throat. I can really tell a difference in my voice. And all I've really done is, that can be also caused by low thyroid, is getting my thyroid numbers up. for those polyps, and taking an inhaled steroid, which was Advair was what he put me on. So I do that once in the morning and once at night. Excuse me. I no longer feel like I'm aspirating, and I do think that my voice is a lot better. It's a little bit weird now because I talked too much today to my sister, I think. And I've got a little bit of a cough, so whatever's going on there, I've got to get it kicked out because I have to have the surgery. I can't have a cold because then that'll be something else. The anesthesiologist will be like, no, I'm not doing it. You have a cold. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I have ENT on the 18th to just recheck those polyps and see if they have went down, which I feel they have because my voice has gotten better. Like I said, had I not tried to sing so loudly in church this morning, and then, you know, my sister was here for a couple hours and I was nonstop talking to her, it would sound a lot better. But yeah, it has gotten better. I feel like I do have a little bit more energy, so I could tell that my thyroid levels are getting better. Because some of the main signs of your low thyroid is chronic fatigue, which I do still have some days. It's worse than others. The hair loss, the dry skin, and now apparently the polyps. I think I also read where it could also make your CK levels go up. So there's that. So yeah, I'm just hoping now. I have been on those, the 125s, oh man, since when? Thursday maybe? Maybe Thursday was my appointment, I don't remember. So a few days, so hopefully, you know, the longer I'm on those, the better those numbers will get. But yeah, so that's where we are. I'm going to stop rambling before I completely lose my voice. I was going to go ahead and do another video after this because I do feel up to doing that. And again, I was able to get my camera in my holder, but my husband will be home soonish. So maybe I'll just take it out of the holder and rest my voice. And maybe have him put it back on there. I got some things I want to share with you guys. Yeah, about what I'm doing, when I'm going to do it. I may try to do a crafting video. I do know this mat here. This is just like a placemat. I think I got a set of like 6 maybe. But it is textured on this side. I think I got them from Amazon. I had putting it down here and started crafting on it because I thought it was pretty. However, anything I touch, guys, is excruciating. And this texture here, just to touch it, is just, I just can't explain the pain, except for it's like you, because of the pins and needles, anytime I touch anything, pretty much, it's like grabbing a cactus and squeezing it as hard as you can. And those little needle things going into your fingers, just about to your bones. It's kind of how it feels when I touch anything. When I pick up my drink to take a drink, when I pick up my fork or spoon and try to eat, you know, when I try to fix myself something to eat because my husband has to work. So, you know, yesterday was Saturday. I didn't eat all day until he got home, and he heated me up and fixed me a leftover burger from the night before. Today I haven't eaten all day, but we do have some hot dog buns in there. So unfortunately I tried to get the I can't open Ziploc bags, guys, sandwich bags. Can't open them, and of course that's what our hot dogs are in. So I'm like craving a hot dog, but I can't even cook myself a hot dog. So again, today I've not eaten anything all day, so it's going to be about 8:30 when he gets home, and I'm going to, you know, ask him if he will open that up and cook me a hot dog. So, yeah, really difficult some days. I'm trying to keep my nutrition up as best I can, but, you know, it's just so hard to touch anything. I mean, I would not wish this on anyone. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. That is the health update. I love you guys. Thank you all so much for your support. You guys are amazing. Please keep the prayers coming, because every day I feel certain things getting better. Not the hands, of course, but certain things getting better, whether it's my energy level. Like I said, still, some days are worse than others. Like right now, I still feel pretty good. Even though I've not had a nap today, because I've been napping once or twice a day. And some days it just depends on exactly how bad my hands are hurting. I'll take 2 naps, because if I'm asleep, I'm not, trying to touch anything or realizing how bad my hands are hurting, I guess. So yeah, God's got me. I know He's got me back, got my back. So I would really, really appreciate it if you guys would, keep sending up the prayers for me, because I know they're working. All right, I'm going to hush now, or it's going to be midnight before this thing uploads. I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.